Alrighty guys, I think I finally stumbled across the meaning and everything I was trying to say earlier in the previous two videos. I may have gone a little overboard or a little too extreme on my viewpoints as being hardcore is the only way to go, because it's not. I can pick up and play a game, but depending on how I choose to play it, it's either going to be in a competitive setting or in a playful banter way. But what I didn't consider was how my friend chose to play the game. He didn't care about scores. He solely cared about how much fun he was having with the game, and when he was finished with it, he'd move on to something else that was fun, and that's fine. I respect that. Another aspect to this is when I was recording Street Fighter 2 Turbo Remix, and I played through that for my first time. It's up on YouTube. It's my first recording of how I was playing the game. I didn't know what I was doing, and also when I was on the Noob Plays Modern Warfare 2 videos, those are also my first time playing back on Xbox Live for I don't remember how long, since Halo 3 really. What I'm driving at is nobody wants to be the fish out of water. If you happen to be a beginner or newcomer type of player to the game, and everywhere you look you get put down for playing the game, it's not going to make you very interested in sticking around there very long. And considering my friend's viewpoint on how I was treating him, I kind of agree. I did act like an asshole towards him, and that was unfair and unjustified. If anything, I should be teaching him or training him how to get better. That way we can have a sort of casual relationship as we're playing the game and still have fun, but, kind of get better as we're playing it together. Yes, it's probably true. In those previous two videos I did mention that I take gaming seriously, but what I failed to see or realize is that I probably put the game before my friendship. And that's most definitely the wrong thing to do. However, I'd like to point out that I have a bunch of real-life friends on the Xbox 360 who constantly play on the Xbox Live service. More or less, they are all a tight-knit group. They play through so many games that I've lost track at this point, and when they play them, they always choose the hardest setting before playing it on normal. And that's kind of what I admired about them. But let's just say they have a strong history with Call of Duty. I mean, they have a different kind of in-game friendship that's different from the casual. They have predetermined positions selected to each player, and that member is responsible for covering the group's back as a whole. The reason why this information is pertinent to my situation with my friend is that when I was playing with them, I would be in the middle of the leaderboards or near the bottom. And sure, they joke and banter and have a playful way with me and put me down, but I never took it seriously. And they never meant it seriously. It was just fun and jokes. And we were playing at like this hardcore level all the time. Hell, it's unrelated, but I just watched a bunch of Street Fighter 4 videos and Street Fighter 2 Turbo videos between two long-term friends who are playing at a professional level but are still having fun. So it's possible. It does happen. There's different aspects you can take when you're playing games. It's just how you choose to go about doing it. That's what matters. Again, with my sports history and my competitive background, I found it difficult to turn off the serious switch and go to the playful switch, or the funner side of gaming. And what I failed to realize above all is that they're all my friends. No matter how they choose to play the games, I should be there supporting them at all costs. I failed to realize that. Now, I don't want to stereotype casual and hardcore any further, but if we look at a series like the Sonic series, with Sonic 4 coming out pretty soon now, I enjoy that arcade style of the side-scroller feeling and all that speed. I'm not disappointed that they're not really reinventing the wheel on the series, but looking at Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 06, they weren't exactly perfect, but they were trying to do something new. I'll give them credit there. It had its flaws. It's definitely a new refreshment to the series. That's the thing, it's like yin and yang. You need the hardcore Xbox Live subscription players and game buyers, and you also need the new-coming casuals who will give out new ideas on what they want and want to see new inventive gaming mechanics and such. That's how new creative games are born. If we look generation by generation, it goes Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, and the Wii. For every generation on each console, there's, that was the game to play. You had to have it. It's one of the iconic games of the era. But if you look through 2009, you can't really say one game was by far above all the others. And if you look at all the sequels that have been released and re-released and updated and rehashed, it's true. Game designers don't want to take a risk. They don't want to try super crazy ideas that the general populace won't find interesting and pick up and play. They want to stick to what they know works best, and that's why we see so many sequels like that, because they know that it will sell. However, if they keep doing it, only the hardcore group will be continually buying it, and it excludes all the casuals. So you can't make it extremely hardcore. You have to give some leeway for the casuals to come on in as well. One final point. If you see a noob playing on a server that is struggling with the game and not really having a good time with it, give a few pointers now and then. I played a lot of online games back in my day. It's always the same. There's always the group that will put down the newcomers. It's just unnecessary, unwarranted, and not fair. Now, I'm not saying help every single person that, you come across, because you'll never enjoy the game yourself, but if you have the opportunity, it's always nice to give a few helpful tips or such. Again, it's just one gamer's viewpoints or opinions on the subject matter. It's not the definitive or absolute. So that's pretty much it. That's how I see it and I feel about it now. If friends are going to attack me for hanging out with someone of lower class, then maybe they're not my friends after all. In the end, that's how I choose to spend my time playing the game. I can try to make it balls to the wall, hard, competitive, or I can make it super easy, relaxed, have a good time, joking around and laughing. That's it. I'm out. I'm bluntslide42, signing off.
The weak lose and the strong win. Which of these fighters will prove the old axiom today? Who will come out on top? Fight!
Hadouken! Shoryuken! 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 Become a part of me. It's over. Shoryuken!